everyone, Stephanie Denman here from the Denman Homestead, and today I'm inviting you to come with me going on a journey. Never been here before, but there's a place in Houston. It's going to be a trek for me. It's about an hour away, one way, to, in the heart of Houston, a ceramic store. And here's why. I ordered a part for my kiln and it's stuck. Didn't order it from Amazon. I could have ordered it from Amazon, but it was cheaper through a third-party pottery specific online store in Washington, I think. Anyway, it's just stuck somewhere in Kansas. I'm not even joking, but it just said, we'll let you know when your package starts moving again, but it's somewhere in Kansas, probably in a tornado somewhere. So, yeah, I have some stuff I want to go ahead and put in the kiln, and so I just like, you know what, instead of ordering from Amazon, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna drive to a ceramic store that sells ceramic parts, like actual ceramic tools and parts and stuff. And Buddy told me just now, he said, please use restraint. I said, well, you should come with me. But he's gonna go down to G and Pawpaw's house, check out the status up there. We're both trying to get some stuff done before the rain hits because we're getting hit with a tropical wave. There's like, it's not a hurricane or anything, but tropical moisture. So we're getting kind of wave after wave of storms. So he and I are both kind of splitting up, doing our own thing this morning. And I'm going by myself without any sort of adult supervision to a ceramics store. I did call in advance to make sure they had what I needed, but we're also gonna just check out and see what else they have. I'm excited, come with me. Okay, just pulled up. Let's go in. This is what I need, I think. Oh yeah, small coats. Just need to find... Oh no, that's what I need. I need that one right there. Shoot. This is my tool. Look at the smallest bag I have. Smallest bag. I used so much restraint. And the owner here, his name is Kevin, and I asked if I could film ask permission if I could film. And he said yes. And he was very, very helpful. He helped me with some questions I had about my own kiln. He knew exactly what I was talking about, so I was really happy that he was there to help me. It seemed like it was a family-owned business. Really cool place. I didn't film everything. It started to get actually pretty busy in there. There's probably like, it's not the largest store, but it was pretty packed with people. for a Saturday morning. But it's starting to sprinkle, so I'm gonna head home. Got an hour drive, but I got some kiln repair because, as you know, it's kiln cement, because my bricks broke in my kiln. So he told me how to use this to repair some of those broken bricks. And I'll show you what else I got in my bag when I get in the car. Okay, first let me show you what I actually came for, which, when I called this morning to see if they had these, he said yes. My fault. I didn't specify the actual cone temperature I was looking for. I just wanted to know if they had small cones. He said, yeah, we have small cones. And I was like, cool, I need those. But when I got there, they didn't have they had small cones, but they were sold out of the fire range that I wanted, which I'm learning different clays have different fire ranges. So they had small cones, but the cool thing about the clay that I've been working with two different types of clay. One's called a low fire clay and one's called a mid to high fire clay. So they have ranges. Some clays are very cone specific, so you have to fire them at a specific cone. Mine has a range. So I looked up my low and mid to high fire clays, and the cones that they did have in stock, although not the specific cone I was looking for, it falls within that range that my clay is. So I'm hoping it's still going to be okay. And this is what they look like. They have this little, so these are the small cones, and they come like this, they look like this, and they have a number stamped. It's stamped 04, but see this, how it's like, this is just the way that they're printed or made. You actually have to snap this, snap it in two, and this is a cone, and this is what you put in your little kiln sitter. So, I wanted 05 cones, and I wanted 6. I wanted 05, and then I wanted 6. Two different temperatures completely. One's a low fire, which is the 05, and the 6 is a mid to high fire. So I settled on 04, which will still be a little bit hotter than 05, because when you go to 0, it's almost like a negative. You're working to, like, as I'm learning, it's like, for example, 09 is a cooler fire than 04. As you're working to 0, then it gets like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's hotter. So cone 6 is hotter than 04. Okay, this is a safe space. We're learning together. So they didn't have cone 6 either, but they had 7. And my mid to high fire clay has a range between, I think it was like cone 4 and cone 10. So I can theoretically fire between 4 and 10, so I picked 7 because they didn't have 6 or 5. They're sold out. Very popular, very popular. Good news, the package that is stuck in Kansas has the ones I wanted. So eventually I will have an assortment. That's just the way, it's girl math, okay? So this is what I came for specifically. I was hoping in my mind I would find some kiln repair, which I found. Those were the two things. Then, as a treat yourself, I got 3 extra things. One, I got this scoring tool. There was so much I wanted to get, y'all. So much I wanted to get these calipers so that I could, like, measure the distance, make sure that if I was like going to make like uniform bowls or uniform cups and make like sets, but I was like, you know what, we're not there yet. Take a step back, let's just chill. So I was like, calipers can wait. I also wanted to get this little cool spinny disc where you just put it on top and it spin, like you could put your finger on it. It's a double disc where like it helps you hold the pot on the thing while you can trim it and it just spins while your finger doesn't spin. It's cool. It's called like a spinning trimming kit. They didn't have it out of stock, which is fine. I didn't need it. I don't need it. This is cool. This is like a little scoring thing. It helps you like make uniform score marks so that you can attach two pieces together with score. It's kind of like, think about tile and mortar, how you have to score that and set that tile down so it gets a good seal. Pottery is the same way. If you want to connect like a handle, you need to score both sides, both your pot and your handle, and stick them together with a little bit of wet clay. So what I've been doing is I've just been scratching with a little poker tool, which is fine, but this was cheap, and I was like, why not? The pros use this. I'm not a pro, but then I found this bar, and I have plans for this bar. This is a bar that you can put in your kiln, and they had all these cool setup things that already had these bars with them, like multiple bars, and they're called stands, and you can hang like beads and things off of this. But what I want to do eventually is hang like spoons from them, so they can like have a little hole in the end and hang these little like spoons. In my mind, that's what I want to do, and let them like dangle, so that if I wanted to dip them in like a glaze or something, that they're not going to be laying flat and the glaze is going to kind of gloop down at the bottom. I want them to be evenly painted, and then I want to be able to set this up to where I can hang this in my kiln. So I'm going to try to build myself out of clay a stand for this so that the spoons can hang off of it. So this is a future project for me, but you have to have specific things that can go in your kiln that can heat up at such high temperatures that it's not going to bend and melt. So I got one of these, cheap, very cheap. Then I got this tiny little container of a wash. It's different from a glaze, it's different from a paint. This is called a copper wash, and they had all sorts of washes, like magnesium wash, copper wash. I can't remember the other ones. This one's copper, and it had a little test tile on it, and it basically just brings out, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this on here, but it brings out different textures in your clay design. So if I wanted to like do something, I could put a wash on it, and this copper wash would basically get into the little nooks and crannies and kind of like help elevate. And I made sure that this can fire between all the ranges. Anyway, I'm pretty excited. That's what I got. And I don't think I didn't break the bank. Everything that I got, I'll be transparent with y'all, $50.31. The most expensive things were the cones. The cone boxes. They were $13.39 each. So everything else was pretty, you know, $5, $6, $4. Yeah, like minimal. So overall, I think I did really good judging on all the things that were there. Okay, it's been an hour and a half. We still have glowing lights, which is a good sign, and I can feel the warmth. So we're gonna crank it up to medium. All right, setting an hour timer. Okay, here we go. Well, this was a lot quicker than I anticipated. It's only, hold on. I put these signs out because sometimes, well, children, other people, but Amazon in particular will just come and set things randomly. And I did not want them to come and set something on that and then it ignite. So I just made these out of blocks on a whim. But you can feel the heat just from standing here. But yeah, it's 8:30ish at night, and I really thought this was gonna run until like 11 o'clock because I started it right around 3. So it's only been 5 hours. And the power has tripped, well, not the power, but the locking mechanism has tripped off, which means the cone melted. That's the only way it shuts off. And I am interested because it kind of almost seems like there's like moisture or something, or some sort of, I don't even know.
On the Denman homestead, where the sun sets golden in the west, we live in harmony with nature, doing what we love best. From the garden to the kitchen, and the bees inside their hive. On the Denman homestead, come along and plant, nourish, thrive.